In the past and the future, scientists have asked one question: what is the best monster girl? This is the only question that matters, and there's a book to help us answer it: Silver's Monster Girl Manual. I'm an expert in numerically rating women, and this time I'm not alone. Silver, Gwen, and Desmond are writers of The Wayward Affair, a group traveling the world to find the most romantic monsters, rating them on a scale of 1 to 10 based off long-term relationship value. These scores will not just be about hotness, but romance. While the book has detailed reviews from each member of The Wayward Affair, I'll just be giving my reviews. There's a lot more in the book, especially for fans of tabletop RPG games. Despite my charm and immense smartness, this is just my opinion, but I do allow you to kill me for saying something you disagree with. Let me know your favorite monster girl in the comments. All credit goes to Blaine Simple and contributors. Let's start with the Aboleth, a giant sea monster with psychic powers. They love cults, so work your way up the ranks to date them, and make sure to always be weaker than them or they'll get angry. I give them a 6, a little too tricky to handle. Android. Hard-working, hyper-focused robot girls. They'll overheat with even a little affection and take commands a bit too literally. It's just hard to find an opening to talk to them, and repairs can be expensive. I don't care. 10. They're perfect. Unkeg. Giant bug girls who live in caves. A little ravenous when hungry, super clingy when full, but they love to explore. Since they have poor eyesight, showing them anything can be a cute date. 7. Good value even with their instability. Anubis. Teachers who guide wicked souls to redemption. According to the book, the best way to date them is to either be a fellow teacher at their academy or die, thus letting them bring you back to life and shoot your shot. 9. Come on, a tall, pure-hearted wolf dog girl? You get it. Arachne. Isolated, obsessive spider girls. Touch a web and die, but casually say hi and she'll be nice. Really nice. Don't even think about leaving. 8. Pretty design, and we like obsession on this channel. Awakened Shrub. Curious plant creatures who are giga nerds. Best them in an intellectual battle or just learn stuff together. 7. Definitely not boring. Fat. Shy, reserved, and quiet girls who live in caves. They value voice and personality more than sight, meaning you can be ugly. Just be prepared to prove yourself to their large families. 9. Sweet and peaceful all around. Bighorn Sheep. The leader of a herd of sheep, they often have jobs as traveling merchants. They'll provide some hospitality or accompany them for some bonding time, but they'll headbutt you over even minor disagreements. 5. Cute if you're an agreeable person. Bonsai Dryad. Cheery girls with souls linked to trees. They are simply pure of heart and have overwhelming kindness. Maybe a bit too eager to be your therapist, though. 7 for me. I'd feel a little too much guilt. Cactus. Oblivious to pain and loves physical contact. Ironic, huh? Their bad reputation makes them lonely, so be nice and wear some armor. Then over time, they'll bloom into happiness. 4. Cacti are tsunderes? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Cat. Wow! A cat who's also a girl. I call it Cat Girl. This invention will shake the foundation of the world. Super playful when they aren't napping, which they will do so randomly. Wild cat girls are primal but love to be pampered. Then they turn into loving house cat girls. 9. I have a feeling this will be a hit with the masses. I'm right, look at those scores. Cerberus. Guardians of sacred grounds, except you can wear them away pretty easily, making it easy to steal from said sacred grounds. Each head has a different personality, so compatibility is an issue. 7. Intimidating, but too cool to pass up. Cockatrice. Beasts who live for competition. You must pass their trials. They'll even lunge at you to test reflexes. They like to fight, but not lose, so they'll rig the game or get mad if you win too much. 7. I'm weak, but I like competition, so this works. Crab. Party girls who love to rave. Have enough money and stamina, and you'll both never stop. Cheap drinks work too. More claws means more drinks to down. Mornings are peaceful though, full of tired cuddling and coffee. 8. I'm not a partier, but I really want to be right now. Crocodile. Want monsters who cherish their homes. Get too close and they'll chase you, for better or for worse. Their over-honesty is kinda cute until it's not. But hey, if you can't play, then pass the controller. Cupid. Monsters who live to foster love between others. Dating them is a little tricky. They hide at common date spots, but are inexperienced in romance themselves. Also, if you break up, they become evil. 3. I can't handle that guilt. Cyclops. Giant woman, whoa! They care deeply for the animals they raise and live in isolation out of self-consciousness for their eye and brute strength. So embarrassed that they will only talk through a brick wall for a while. 9. Bashful equals good. Death. Hunters of those who cheat the afterlife. You gotta be comfortable reaping souls to stay together. Oh, and you can't simply break up. Are you crazy? You get put in a soul lantern instead. Loves those who run from her. Freaky. 4, which may disappoint some of you. Deli deer. Charitable, happy holiday deer who love gifts. They'll track all of your actions and give good gifts if you're good and bad gifts if you're bad. They love all holidays, including the more obscure ones. 8, a joyous force that can make anyone smile. Demon from hell. They embody a specific emotion, so they're smart ones, angry ones, even freaky ones. They're all ravenous though. 5, cute, but it's kinda RNG if you get a tolerable one. Devil dealer. Workaholic overseers of the devil ranks. They literally never sleep, and only energy drinks can keep them active. They do enjoy a rare break though. 3, I can't help with that paperwork. Dragon. Greedy hoarders of everything, including you. They come in different elements, but good luck living in a volcano or poison swamp. To date them, you gotta impress them, so be extra good at something. 9, I'm not good at much, but I'll try. Delahan. Fallen warriors with a nighttime bloodlust. Seriously, get them to bed every night. They're consumed by guilt, so sharing your flaws actually makes them feel better. The quickest way to their heart is to care for their trusty steed. Just be prepared to never stop traveling. 8, exploring is fun, and they are adorable. Tree wasp. Colony insect girls who live in hives. Getting invited to the hive is an honor because they attack everyone else. Your only shot is to find them at night when they're a little calmer. 2, they are too mean for my tastes. Fairy. Tiny but energetic spirits of mischief. They'll play pranks, laugh at you, and stir drama with rivals. However, I'll be the one to say it. That isn't a bad thing. They make cute clothes. Unfortunately, they are only around for one season a year, turning to dust until next year. 7. As a cosplayer and fairy lover, they are so close to being great, but I'd just be sad 3/4 of the year. Fire elemental. Warm monsters with a warm smile. And a warm love for arson. Passionate, but burn out quickly if things aren't perfect. Bring lots of fire resistance potions. 4. Forward isn't terrible, but I like boundaries. Month. Sensitive beings highly receptive to emotions. Please be nice to them. They all have severe trauma, somehow. Also, they have telepathy, so no hiding any embarrassing thoughts. 8. I'm also sensitive, so we can have a lot in common. Phobia. A monster who survives off causing fear. If you can withstand it, you earn their respect. Sometimes they'll appear after you escape a terrifying ordeal, like opening a pickle jar. Scary, but kinda cute when they work at fear festivals. 1 from me, I can't do scary. Folklore Oni. A strong monster born of folklores. An Oni from a popular story will become real, so if there's an Oni girl you really like, make sure to read the whole story. Here, I made a story, go popularize it so I can have my dream wife. Definitely a 10, and thank you, my dear viewer. Frost Giant. Guardians who are icy to the touch. The perfect workout partner, but you gotta be pretty strong to impress them. Like defeating a big dragon. 7. I like tall, strong, and ice, but I can't beat a dragon or even lie about doing that. Frog. Ordinary monsters who struggle to express emotions. They have strict routines, so stalk them to find the best time to chat. Pretty much every emotion beyond sadness looks like neutral, otherwise they're chill. 4. I relate to the lack of expression, but I still don't like it. Gambler. 10. Wait, what? What I meant to say is they are monsters who wager on everything. They love fellow gamblers, and I bet that you like that too. I put my life on that. My luck isn't too high, but I remain firm on 10. Gargoyle. Mischievous creatures who love to jump scare. They stay away from physical activity for fear of breaking their fragile bodies, so good for a gamer. The extra damaged ones are self-conscious. 3. Don't get me wrong, they're really cute, I just can't do jump scares. Genie. Tricksters with ornate party palaces in their lamps. Despite their richness, they adore modest, romantic lifestyles. They can grant wishes, but they twist them if they don't trust you. 6. Parties are fun, but I wouldn't really want to date them. Ghost. Incorporeal monsters bound by unfinished business. You can't hold them, and finishing their business makes them disappear, so it's kinda rough for ghost lovers. But they can possess you. 4. The design is so cool, but they're too sad. Gingerbread. A delicious monster whose personality depends on the recipe. They can rebake themselves for a change of clothing and temperament. They're sturdy, but still breakable, so they avoid children for obvious reasons. 10. Baking is awesome, and the variable appearances is cute. Goblin, small girls with big weapons. They hate direct commands, choosing to do whatever they like instead. Any shiny or intriguing object will fascinate them, especially traps. Also, they don't shower. 5. Yeah, we like a little bit of girl smell. Gorge. Despite their scary appearance, they are motherly figures. They feed the hungry, and the mouths on their hands can act as teleporters to feed even more hungry people. 8. Sure, they look terrifying, but in the words of Silver, that's hot. Gorgon, cursed snakes who hide in temples. Since you can't look at each other, personality and voice, like this one, is all that matters. However, they are cursed by gods, and gods don't want you to love them. Break their curse, now! 9. They're super sweet and don't deserve their treatment. Plus, snake girls are hot. Guardian Angel. Even just looking at one can bring you to tears. That's why they wear blindfolds. They are bound by duty to their god, so they might just disappear sometimes, making the whole unparalleled beauty thing kinda tricky. 6. Pretty, but so all-knowing and all-powerful it's a little scary. Harpy. Monsters cursed with overwhelming attractiveness. Just like me! Haha! They love genuine compliments and genuine lovers, because their voice alone will draw mobs of people. Be prepared to fight mobs. 8. A cute voice is like the best thing ever, but I'd feel bad if I wasn't genuine about it. Holstein. Food enthusiasts who tend to drift. They'll end up wandering to cafes or restaurants and can act as expert critics of food. Do not mess up your cheese recipes. Super cute, a 9 even though I can't cook myself and will get killed for that. Hydra. Girls with monstrous, free-thinking snake heads. They revel in suffering, yay! But they also like cutesy stuff, yay! They require 12 meals a day, and if they don't get it, they'll destroy forests. A little hard to please. 2. I'm not confident enough to hold them back. Iron Abductor. A peaceful jailer modified into a killing body during war. Yikes. They require something to die in their chamber once a week to stay powered. Double yikes. But it's not their fault. They are sweet and were forced this way. Break their curse. 1. I can't kill things, but maybe I can use my magic energy instead, thus turning that 1 into an 8. Jester. Quick-witted and unpredictable girls. They turn everything into a bit. Their lives are full of whimsy and joy. Don't bring them to a funeral. They're so cool, I love them. They can be romantic too, giving gifts and adventure. A resounding 10, 10, 10. Jiangxi. Zombies hopping to their preferred place of rest. You can convince them to stay alive through romance. Although you gotta be nocturnal. They only travel at night to avoid the sun. Because zombie. 4. They're cute, but I doubt I'd convince them. Kitsune. Cunning and playful fox girls, though disguised as normal women, which is boring! But if you correctly identify one, you get a fox girl girlfriend. Woohoo! They're tricky, but not to sad people. Instead, they'll guide them to happiness, then trick them. 10. I'm not smart enough for their conversations, but I do like to learn. And playfulness. I love games. Koi Siren. A rare type of ever-charming fish. Like the harpy, everyone is enthralled by them, so they like genuine people. But it's even harder this time. They're still romantic at heart. They can even die of a broken heart. 6. Great people. I love the dedication to one true love, but generally unreachable. Kraken. Gargantuan but lonely monsters who live to hear about the world. They're still dangerous though, unless you bribe them. Those flags are from victims. 7. Big lady, what can I say? Ramya. Snaky gals cursed with violent envy. Like super violent. Unless you find a nice one raised to be nice. Date one and they'll be violently protective of you. They prefer the traditional housewife style, if you like that. 5. I like possessiveness, but it being a literal curse makes me feel bad. Lich. Destructive monsters diegetically opposed to life. They still crave love. Just break through the skeleton army, let them do the monologue they practiced, then you're set. If you're evil, that is. They're still evil. I reject my humanity, Jojo! 1. I'm not evil. Lunar. Crash-landed monsters oblivious to the world. They stare at the moon and do anything to get back to it. Only true love will break this gaze and convince them to stay. 5. I'm too clumsy myself, I can't protect them. Manticore. Beasts who love astrology. Seriously, hope your zodiac signs align or you're out of luck. Even their personalities depend on the stars, becoming more like the beast of that month or year. 2. I defy fate because that is my purpose as a hero. Marionette. Constructs dedicated to skill and service. They dangle from ceilings and control their own strings to do stuff for you. Despite their sturdy nature, they are fairly self-conscious about being replaced, but taking breaks with them will bring a warm smile. 8. The power dynamic is a little hard to get past, but puppet plus maid is an amazing combo. Mimic. Wild tentacle monsters squished into containers. Wild ones are dangerous, but can be tamed with food and patience. They can learn common languages, but the ultimate way to their heart is a shiny new home. 4. Too much like a pet to me. Moth. Bug girls distracted by light. They work in darkness and unwind in light. They especially love a special flame called the lavender flame that they live near, which has plenty of vendors and homes nearby. Going there is the ultimate cute date spot. 7. Incredibly cute, but they don't like cold weather, and I do. Mouse. Tiny, needy monsters who love big adventures. And cooking. They love cooking. They are super heroic and adore the type of love story about falling in love during an adventure. You can even help decorate their tiny homes. 9. Adventure is wonderful and they are good at heart. Muck. Goopy and corrosive monsters. Their foul bodies were caused by neglect, so they deeply wish to be clean and fit in. For once, deodorant is a thoughtful gift. Really just showing them any affection will make them fall for you once you break past the insecurity. 6. A good heart if you are willing to put in the effort. Mummy. Zombies awaken from their tombs. Must be a Monday, because they will be angry. Calm them down with money and more money. Yeah, they're pretty superficial. 2. I'm broke. Mushroom. Quirky monsters who value closeness. They get real attached and love to share interesting hobbies. The hat is actually a separate organism. Be careful of their spores. They're friends with all forest monsters. How cute. 8. Pretty design and mostly normal. Owl bear. Socially anxious but passionate beasts. Any emotion will cause them to attack stuff, and you have to court them from a distance. Past all that is just a flustered, tragic girl. 7. Lots of gimmicks to get around, but what's within is worth it. Cage-bound Onryo. Once they are summoned, they'll place a curse on you that kills you in 7 days. You have 7 days to charm her into removing it. However, they love literature and may roleplay as characters from the book they're bound to. Play along and they'll be blown away. 7. I love writing literature, I just wish they were a little less spooky. Panda. Nature-loving beasts. They both play around and have deep conversations. They are addicted to bamboo and normal smoking, but they're super heartfelt and non-superficial, often carving handmade gifts. 7. I'm not a fan of smoking. Patron. Cultish gals who lend their power to warlocks. If you haven't played D&D, it's like giving your soul for a woman you like and getting to shoot cool lasers as a bonus. Who would ever do that? You do gotta propagate their ideology and spread the cult. 4. Not necessarily evil, but it's like dating an influencer, and you know how that goes. But I could see it. To quote Ren, "Are you really doing anything with your soul?" Phoenix. Short-lived monsters who revive infinitely. A mage can transfer memories between death, but it's expensive, so they're extra cautious. Be rich if you want to have some real fun with them. 6. About normal, but they look extra cozy to hug. Psychovore. Aliens that devour intellect. They're meant to be scouts, but you can convince them to stay. Instead of devouring your brain, they'll feed through knowledge. When the aliens invade, who will you side with? 4. They can be nice, but I'm not risking it. Purple worm. Subterranean creatures with 2 minds. One hungry and one rational. Feed them a bunch, then you can get a word in. It still takes a while for one to come around to you, favoring cool, nonchalant individuals. Also, they're touch sensitive. Do with that what you will. 3. So much effort. Rainbow snail. Wise but slow-loving girls who cherish family. Their shells drain magic from their surroundings, but can cause a big shockwave when hit. As expected, they move slowly, leaving behind glittery slime. Ideal for enjoyers of the friends to lovers archetype. That's me! 8. I'm in it for the long game. Royal peace. Politically savvy, competent leaders. I hope you like politics, because these sentient chess pieces are actual rulers. If you want to be funny, then you can let your relationship influence their perfect decision-making. 3. I'm stuck as the jester. Salamander. Passionate but lonely monsters who love passionate people, whether it be something cool or just your nerdy hobby. But they work at the forge all the time, 7 days a week. So if you help them out a little bit or just hang near them while they're working, they'll fall in love. 10. I could help them and they're cute. Win-win. Shambler. Curious wanderers of the forest. They're surrounded by monster friends, so try not to approach alone. It'll look embarrassing. They get easily distracted by random stuff, having a more simple personality. So simple, they'll just take things. 4. I prefer someone who does not steal. Slime. I already know I'm gonna like this one. Monsters born of stray mana. Healing magic makes nurturing slimes, evil magic evil slimes. They change size based off of how much they eat, so good if you have a certain height preference. They mimic the actions of others who get praised, even if for the wrong reasons. 7. Yeah, they're pretty solid. I do value similarity. Snaptrap. Monsters who spring forth to trap you. You can bait them out with some good old-fashioned meat, then have a casual conversation. They're also rude and mean, but like rude and mean people, so good for them, I guess. 1 for me. Spectator. Silent observers from a distance. They like to watch. Watch you specifically. That's a sign that they like you. 9. I don't know if I'd be entertaining enough, but they're adorable. Sphinx. They love a good mysterious allure, along with clever remarks or fun facts. For those with, less intellect, they shut their eyes in boredom, like women always do. 6. Interesting monsters, but they never leave one spot. Sturge. Solitary opportunist just trying to survive. Basically the kind of thief you feel bad for. They have all kinds of medical issues and live in poor health, so please help them out. Low reputation in society, but as a fellow struggler, I understand. 8. Super nice when not fighting to live. Succubi. Social monsters with lots of friends. They read your mind to see if you're compatible, which is a little creepy, but there's worse in these worlds. If they like you, they may shift into a form that better suits your preference. You can find them at any events, and they feed off the attention, but in a positive way. 10. Very fun and guaranteed preference match? Come on. Tempest. Ratty sky monsters. Bore them and get struck by lightning. Be shy and get struck by lightning. Meet them inside and get beaten up. However, and you gotta hear me out here, they like those who can oppose them. 3. Cocky does have its appeal, but I'm not built for it. Timekeeper. Travelers of time and space. They can view any time period, but can't change anything, so they might look at the date you schedule for next week and then get bored. But hey, you might get to see cool dinosaurs. 7. No complaints, I'm just not a history person. Unicorn. Compassionate girls with a strict moral code. They get jump scared really easily, but can fight horrors if well prepared. They have trust issues and value pure intentions. A true hero is a perfect partner, both for cool battles and cute romance. 10. I'm quiet, I think I'm a good person, and horses are badass. Perfect. Vampire. Legendary monsters with lavish lifestyles. They prefer older, more classical ways of life. Yep, they're hags. Hag lovers unite! They frequently host parties to feel alive again, so there's your chance. If you want to become a vampire too, be in it for the long game. 5. Old stuff scares me. Voodoo. Isolated dolls trapped by witches. They have tragic lives. Defeat the witch and free them! Some may be broken, but they all deserve love, and they cling tightly to their savior. 10. A fellow doll species will get a high score, but they're so cool and I feel so bad for them, and I don't know, you get it, right? I'm not crazy. Wolf. Silent, self-sufficient, serious, lots of S-words. Don't expect them to cover any bills for you. They do melt at compliments, they just won't vocalize it. If you date them, prepare to carry on this survivalist mentality. 6. Wolf girls are hot, but our personalities don't match well. Yuki Onna. Independent but fickle snow spirits. You have to guess their preferences, and if you guess wrong, they disappear into the icy wind. Or if you ask them to do anything, they disappear into the icy wind. Once you warm up to them, they can be chill. 3. Even if I love snow, it's ironic how they are the opposite of me. And that's all of them. What a cool collection. I'd say my absolute favorite has to be the Jester. If only clown girls were real. Let me know your favorite. I'm really curious as to who you guys like. Do check out the book for yourself if you're interested. There's so much more to it. Thanks for watching and have a Monster Girl-tastic day.